Williamsville to Grand Island, covering all of Western New York. This is News 4, your local news leader.
The last time we heard from leaders in Cheektowaga, the divide on the town board between Democrats and Republicans was threatening to slow progress on a number of key projects.
The two sides have since come together, unanimously adopting a budget that sets the tone for the coming year. To talk more about this, right now we are joined by Town Supervisor Brian Nowak. Brian, thank you so much for coming in this afternoon.
Hey, thanks for having me in.
So before we talk about what exactly this budget entails, first, what's your reaction to have this adopted with unanimous support?
Well, most of my budget was addressing needs and funding contractual increases and making sure we paid for our labor, our necessary expenses. There weren't a lot of bells and whistles in this budget, and the fact that the board voted 6-0 for this, recognizing we had to rebid our recycling contract. We had $2 million in new costs from the Buffalo Sewer Authority, 3% increases for our labor unions, and the costs associated with that. It was nice to see consensus around 99.98% of the budget.
Now, the last time we've been in here, really over the summer, and we've heard from both sides. There was a clear bipartisan or a clear partisan divide here between Democrats and Republicans on the board. It's still 3-3, which makes this unanimous support all that much more important. Let's talk about the importance of compromise. It is important in any relationship to be successful, and clearly that compromise is now helping the residents of Cheektowaga.
We had 2 days, full days of budget hearings, which I think were a great idea. We put our detailed budget online, which hasn't been done in previous years. We did a lot more in terms of transparency and giving the public a chance to have their say on the budget, make sure the board had a chance for input. And when it came down to it, there were a couple minor changes that board members wanted on, let's say, with our garbage district, it's over $11 million now. They wanted a $5,000 adjustment. And that one was something we took out in terms of building an amendments package, but basically the difference was $19,000 between what board members pushed through amended versus what I had proposed to them. And that's just a recognition that so much of the cost associated with running town government, 70% of it is labor, benefits, the pension, what have you. The rest of those costs, you need to buy materials to do work for the highway department. You have certain costs associated with youth and senior programming. You can go through the whole litany of things. It was just great for them to demonstrate a recognition that all this talk of we got to cut millions and millions of dollars, where's the fat? This was an opportunity for them to say, here's where it is.
Sure.
And in an $11 million district, they found $5,000. You know, we have a lot more in common than the rhetoric suggests.
That's great.
To piggyback off Dave's question about, working together, the importance of that, does that make you hopeful for the future, looking ahead?
My goal in this work has always been, let's find consensus on issues. When you can't, you get to 4 with whoever you can. We are a board of 7, 4 votes rules the day. So going into the new year, I think a lot of the stuff that we do with our newest board member and the folks that are learning about how things work, I think they recognize that if you have to balance, you either have to cut services or generate revenue, and the appetite for cutting services clearly wasn't there. I mean, there was an attempt to take $57,000 out of the budget that we give to Feed More Western New York for Meals on Wheels. That fell apart, and the money is still there, thankfully. And then I had recommended cuts for pool funding, and the board didn't want to see that. So there's unanimous support to restore funding for that. So the appetite right now seems to be for maintaining services and finding ways to generate the revenue we need for it.
Over the summer, there were some concerns on kind of 2 things we had sort of identified on the horizon. One was a major sewer project. The other was funding for, I think we were talking about maybe during the summer in August, the upcoming winter, and whether the town would have a budget to ensure that its streets were cleared for the winter. Are both of those projects, or both of those items, if you will, on the budget, are those solidified?
I think we've made real progress in the budget to deal with the infrastructure side. As far as the equipment goes, we're in a position to hold steady this winter, but we can't fool ourselves. I mean, outside of the newest truck we bought, the next newest truck we have in our highway department right now is from 2015, and they get older and older from there. So you go to our fleet of garbage trucks too, and I know some folks, they worry about the price tag associated with this, but if we're going to provide sanitation equipment services, and we're going to collect trash, and we're going to plow streets, and we're going to do this infrastructure work in the summer. We need to make sure that we're making steady investments on that equipment. And there were a lot of requests from our department heads for money for those vehicles that I couldn't include in this budget.
Sure.
We're going to have that conversation in the new year, an adult, sober conversation. Here's the age of the equipment. Here's what it looks like. We can't keep this stuff on the road forever. It's just, we have, as a board, we have to confront that and make sure that we're doing the people's work, that if they have these expectations, we have the assets and the equipment to make that happen.
All right, Supervisor Brian Nowak, thank you so much for coming in and sharing this update with us. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, Brian.